Alright guys, welcome back to another video this week. Today we will be counting down the top 5 Power Ranger comedic duos. As explained, this will be the top 5 comedic duos in my opinion. You guys can have opinions of your own, that is fine. But anyway, let's get on into it. Yeah. Coming in at the number 5 spot is Devin and Cassie. Now, these guys I feel like aren't really that much of a comedic duo as you would put it, since I'm reviewing that, but they do have their moments, and that's mainly why they're on the list, but at the bottom. And they also do have a romance, which I think is the first one between a comedic duo, so I think it's the last. But anyway, on to number 4. Your spot is Ben and Betty. Now, these two, they're just awesome, but some of their jokes don't exactly land as well as I think they wanted them to, and that's why they're so low, but they're also not at the bottom. Devin and Cassidy. I think I said Devin and Jessica. I don't know. Devin and Cassie was them. I don't know what I said. But anyway, also they're twin. They're not. Are they twins? I don't think they're twins. I think they're brother and sister. No, they're related. And then their dad is like this general kind of guy. Yeah. So anyway, on to number 3. In the number 3 spot is Bulk and Professor Phenomenus. And to start things off, these are different than Bulk and Skull, okay? Bulk and Skull are not in number 3, okay? I know what you're thinking. They're not in number 3, okay? These two are a different comedic duo, okay? But anyway, these two, they're okay. They're only in like 3 episodes of Lost Galaxy. But when they are, they're good. And they're pretty likable, and even when they didn't have Skull, which I was kind of disappointed, but Jason Narvey was going to acting school, I think, or something like that, so yeah, good for him. Also, I would like to note that, Professor Phenomenus actor, he's dead. May he rest in peace forever. Anyway, on to number 2. In the number 2 spot is Boom and Cat. Now this one, they're a little interesting because, well, it's really just Boom that's comedic, but Cat is like a part of a lot of the jokes. By the way, I mean Cat Minx from SPD, not Catherine Hillard from Mighty Morphin Season 3, Zeo Turbo, her. I also really like Boom / Kelson Henderson, the actor who plays him, and he also plays many other comedic characters, and I like those as well. But they're not on the list because they're not duos, so and they're not really the main focus of the comedic duo. Like Cruz, he's comedic, but Ben and Betty are the main comedic duo. But anyway, on to the honorable mention. Honorable mention, da 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 da. The honorable mention are the comedic Rangers. Now these are just Rangers that are comedic, like the funny Rangers. Most seasons have at least one. Some of them have a couple. Like RPM, like half the Rangers are comedic. For like a post-apocalyptic, you have Gemma, Ziggy, Flynn. The 4 of them are comedic, and then you have Scott, Summer, and Dylan. Wait, is that right? 4. 3. Yeah, I did my math right. Yeah. You also have kind of Zach from Mighty Morphin. He's a like kind of comedic person, but he's also a serious person sometimes when the plot needs it to be. As I said in previous video, Mighty Morphin season 1 and 2, like the reason that Jason ranks so low is because like they were still kind of getting adjusted to like what they wanted to do and how they wanted their characters to be, so they didn't get like much time to figure out and have their character be the way they wanted to. But anyway, there's also Bridge, buttery toast, delicious by the way. Yeah, he's another comedic ranger. But the reason that these are the honorable mention instead of like one of the actual comedic duos is because they're mostly one person, and they're also rangers, and they're not meant to just be comedic, but comedic characters, they're just meant to be comedic. But anyway, on to number 1. Alright, so I think everybody expected this, but in the number 1 spot is Bulk and Skull and kind of Professor Phenomenus, since he wasn't there for the whole time, but he ends up being there in the last a couple episodes. Anyway, these are just the classics, the originals, the OGs, original gangsters. And they are also the best. And they even got redeemed at the end of the show. Like they went from high school bullies, not very well at being a bully, but still high school bullies, and people who fight along the Power Rangers, and that is just mind blowing. And it's also awesome. And Phenomenus, he's here because he was there sometimes with them throughout in space, and also was with Bulk, as I mentioned previously, in Lost Galaxy. But that was really only one season that he was with the both of them. So, but he's still there, so I guess it kind of counts. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I do want to mention again, thank you so much for 31 subscribers. Means so much to me. Thank you guys. I did make a video last week. Not many people have seen it. I'm not surprised. I spent like 4 minutes on that video, so yeah, not surprised nobody's seen it. But anyway, yeah, there will also be no video next week. It's my brother's spring break. I don't know why we have different ones, but we do. I'm in middle school, he's in high school, so we have different spring break for some reason. But I will be spending the week at Disney World, so no time for a video. But anyway, I will hope to see you guys in 2 weeks, and I also have an announcement coming this summer. You'll get more on that in next week's episode. Next week's episode. Yep. But anyway, I will see you guys then. Goodbye.